Daniel Baldwin was on PPD last week, and he talked about the Diddy tapes. I'm gonna play to you what he said because it kind of has to do with filming and all of that.
For instance, let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at. He has videos. He has videos of the parties. Now, what I've heard, which I don't know how much of it is in mainstream media, I don't really follow the story that much, but what I've heard from friends that are attorneys, friends of mine that have represented me before, agents and so on, is there's a bidding war going on right now. They're driving that price up because if you want your client and your famous actor to not be involved, or famous singer to not come out, here's the price. And that they're just selling to the individuals that are in those. This is what I heard. They're selling those videos. So if you're Tommy X, and Tommy X is a big, big movie star, and he was at some of the Diddy parties, he was in one of those bedrooms with 3 other men, and he's happily married to a woman, and blah. Tommy doesn't want that video to come out. He does not want it to come out. Same thing for Jeffrey Epstein. Now, the interesting thing about the Epstein and the theory about Epstein is we know he filmed people for sure on that island. He has a lot of movies, a lot of films of people that are very, very powerful political figures, and entertainers, business people. So, do you really believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? Of
course not.
Of course not. Yeah. No. Okay, so there's other theories that he's in Lebanon. He never died at all. That having the weight of owning those films right now over people. So will Donald Trump release those films? I believe Donald Trump probably has a lot of friends that are in those videos too. I don't know if it behooves him to release them either. But what happens if iconic African Americans or iconic Japanese Americans or iconic Anglo Americans, former presidents, so what happens if they're in those videos? What does that do to the herding of the sheep? Because I believe that's exactly what we're experiencing.
Olger, what's your thoughts on the videos? Should we believe all the men on it? Should we wait till they come out? Who do you think, any sports players that we may know of might be on those tapes? What's your thoughts? I know you don't believe in conspiracy theory, so I guess don't speculate too hard.
Yeah, the hardest thing about those tapes. Yeah, the hardest thing about those tapes are going to, I guess, to see what type of state they were in when they were recording. As far as, I don't know if the men were being taken advantage of. I'm not sure which way that was going, but that's probably going to be a big part of it, is what state were they in on those tapes.
Like condition, like drunk and stuff, you're saying?
Yeah, or drugged or whatever. The 3 men that came out, I put them in the same category. Until there's evidence, it's a grift to me. It's just when, it's like once the bear is down, everybody, comes in and take advantage. It's like everybody fears it's like Suge Knight. When he was big, nobody messed with him. And then as soon as he, got whooped on, now everybody came and tried him. So I just kind of feel like that's what's going on with Diddy. Like now that he's not at the top, everybody's just coming. He's blood in the water right now.
Kelly said Lil Rob was a boyfriend.
Leave Lil Rob alone.
Jay, what do you think of what he said?
Well, one, I think that if you're gonna accuse them, there has to be some truth to it, because I don't think any lawyer is gonna go at somebody like as rich and powerful as Diddy unless they think that they can prove something at least, because he can countersue you easily. So you got to be realistic too. You got to zoom out a little bit. You got a powerful person, you couldn't have all your ducks in a row. So I don't think they would be suing if they didn't think, hey, this is enough, or hey, we can do this. And 2, yeah, we're never gonna see those tapes. Like even Trump, he's like, like when he was being interviewed, are you gonna receive? Would you release the Kennedy info? Oh yeah, of course. Would you release the Epstein tapes? He was like, ugh, I don't. He hesitated. You can find that video right now. It'd be fun. So yeah, we're never gonna see those tapes, but I do think, and I hate to just blanket this, but I just think when you're really rich, it's almost universal that you're almost gonna be a POS. Like you're gonna be into weird things. like there's that movie Hostel. The basis is that rich people are so bored they resorted to killing people for fun. Like when you're so powerful, you can do anything. You have to keep upping that ante to like feel something. When nothing is out of your reach, when nothing is impossible, you have to keep. So the fact that Diddy would have weird like Greek orgies and that not everything would be sensual, I completely 100% believe that. But do I also believe that they need to show proof and evidence? Absolutely.
Man, I think being rich gives you the opportunity. I think you are who you are before the money.
Oh yeah, but the opportunity,
Diddy was just a
you
creep
know.
before this, and he basically was funded to be worse. I don't think that's everybody that's rich.
I think that it just gives you more ability. We was talking about the guys in DR. I mean, if they paying for tricks, and if you got money, yeah, you can pay. Hey, I want you to do this, and you got the ability. Now you got the power. That's basically just the way that I see it. And as far as like the sex tapes coming out, Kim K blew up off of that. Pamela Anderson blew up off of that. So whatever celebrity
Those were
on there,
consensual.
maybe you'll blow.
Those were.
Maybe, maybe a career will take off. So yeah, but if it was consensual, I think adults should be able to have fun.
And one thing too, I don't think we should be blanketing Diddy party. I'm sure Diddy had normal parties. Like I'm sure like
Oh, they
everyone
said
that was at
that he
that
would
everyone that
announce
Diddy
it.
stigmatized.
No, he would
What?
he would have a regular party, and then he'd be like, "Hey, if y'all ain't trying to, do
The
whatever,
extracurriculars you
take the
gotta leave. Yeah,
kids."
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
he would tell you.
Like start taking the keys and the cameras.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think everybody that shit was a Diddy party should be demonized. I don't think everybody was like, "Hey, give me that 14-year-old." I'm sure it was a very small, eclectic, close knit, group.
Yeah, we got your boy that won't come explain what he meant by ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Who that,
LeBron,
right?
Huh, LeBron.
Oh
LeBron,
yeah, LeBron. Yeah. LeBron
LeBron
took a
Yeah,
probably
month
LeBron.
off.
people are
I
still
refuse
wondering
to
what he
believe it.
meant.
LeBron's like,
Uh,
Well, the next clip I have is from his bodyguard. And he says, of course there's tapes. Of course they got tapes.
I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statements are true, they got him. They got tapes of stuff.
Now, if Diddy had tapes, the Fed.
So does Diddy have, I mean, the security guard is saying that there are tapes. I know there's tapes. And I do believe they're shopping them around because that's what Jaguar Wright said. And y'all like to talk down on her. Not necessarily you guys on this call, but people like to talk down on her. And she's been right. Again, a conspiracy theory that has been proven true.
Gene Deal, that's his name. But he said a lot of stuff. Vlad TV said some of the stuff he said can't be trusted, but he was a probation officer. So they tried to say that he wasn't around for a lot of the illegal activity because they not gonna do the dirt that they gonna do with the thugs, with the real cops. But you need real cops for security. What you
Right.
think, Volger?
I mean, at this point, it's like anything is possible, and I know
Mm,
there's a lot. I feel there's a lot of people on those tapes.
me too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's Hollywood, and yeah, this kind of stuff goes down. Like I said, never been around none of that, but I was in California for a while, and I can tell you the industry is weird out there. I'll tell you that much. Hollywood, when they say Hollywood, yeah, it's a lot of sexual stuff that goes with it.
Jay?
Well, mm,
yeah. Like I said, I don't think we're ever gonna see those. Those are never coming out. money literally does buy you power. And if you have enough money, you have the power to buy anything. I mean, I know you guys don't like this, but look at Elon Musk. He just bought the president. Like, you can buy anything.
It'd probably be
And
something
I
like
feel like
that
with powerful,
going.
when powerful people are involved, do you guys remember? I'm not even trying to bipartisan here, but do you guys remember when there was rumors that Putin had videos of Trump? I don't know what word I can use. Like
Urinated on
Peeing.
Trump.
Yeah.
relieving
Yeah,
himself
yeah,
on teenage
yeah,
girls.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like if things like that do exist, and we'll just never see them. There's just people that are just too rich and too powerful. And yeah, there's tons of millionaires and there's a lot of billionaires, but the people that are actually rich is such a small group, and they're all friends. I don't care what level you put out, they're all friends in some way.
Well,
The people.
wealthy, because there's a difference between rich and wealthy, but the
That's what I'm saying.
wealthy, yeah.
I'm not talking about your dad that worked as or he bought a sports car. I'm talking about like the
Mhm.
people that like are bored and go to Mars. Those rich people.
Right. I don't know if y'all
That
remember
group
in
is so
God,
eclectic and so close.
the rich people go after each other too. I don't know if y'all remember in Godfather when they sent the girl to the guy and then they unalived the girl to try to control the guy. So they probably send people like to set celebrities up and get it on camera.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they invite them out, come. Like I'm sure, like he said, there's princes on there. I would be surprised if Saudi princes, like people like remember like Beyonce and Jay-Z got to be Illuminati. No, those people perform
Yeah,
for the real rich people. Like
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
Saudi
yeah. The
princes
real.
invite celebrities out and have show them a great time and then get it all on tape and be like, hey, now I kind of own you now, because they have that much money to do that.
Possible.
Nora.
I don't think somebody's telling me Jaguar Wright's a liar. I still don't think she's a liar. Almost a
In,
lot of
in, in
things
all
that she
caps.
has said,
In all caps.
huh? Yeah,
In all
almost a
caps
lot
too.
of things that she has said has come out to be true, unfortunately. She had her beef with Jay-Z and stuff is coming out against him. I don't know. To each his own. I still like Jaguar Wright. I think she's a truth teller. She kicked the door open for the Diddy people to come out. So shout
It's
out
like
to her.
Allen
Truth
Iverson. You fire
lies.
enough shots, you're gonna hit some.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though. Had she not have spoken out, I don't think people would have had the courage to start speaking out against Diddy, and he would have still been a monster to this day. I think that's just me. But
No,
moving
I
on.
think it
Oh
was.
yeah,
I
nothing
think
stops them
it
unless
was
they
higher than
get
her.
stopped.
You say, I'm
It
sorry,
was a
say it again.
company he tried to go after.
It was who?
It was a company he tried to
Oh,
go after.
you think it's due to the company?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Wait,
He
what's the company?
BlackRock.
the liquor company.
Look up BlackRock. They one of the largest
Yeah, they
company.
own tons of stocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what did it. Once he pissed them off and tried to sue him, for all the alcohol, all that. That's what started it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's funny that you mentioned that. She used to always go on his show, so she made him lots of money because she got him lots of views. So now he's turned on her. I'll look it up, but she used to go on his show all the time. So I'm sure there's more to it. He's probably mad that she started working with what's that hood YouTube page she works with? Real Life.
Real life street stars.
Mm-hmm. But okay.